If you wouldn't mind joining hands with the person next to you, don't worry if their hands are already held. We can have this polyamorous hand-holding relationship here. I'd just like you to close your eyes. I'd like you to keep your eyes closed, and I want you to concentrate very, very heavily with all of your imagination, all of your ability to recall. I want you to think about a face. I want you to think about the first face that comes to mind, and keep it to yourself. The first face that comes to mind when I say the face of the person you miss the most. Perhaps it's the face of someone you miss because they're no longer in your life. They're no longer of this earth. Perhaps they've been no longer in your life and no longer of this earth for so long you don't even remember the sound of their own voice. Perhaps it's someone you miss who's been in your life up until recently. Perhaps it's someone that you miss that is still in your life, but in a very different capacity, and that makes you miss them. The concept of them. And I want you to now to think about what makes you miss this person. And I want you now to think about a second face. The face of someone, the first face that comes to mind when you think of someone that you truly and deeply love. Think about their face looking at you. Think about them smiling. Think about how different your life would be had you never met this person, had they never met you, had you never come across each other in your paths. And now I want you to think about the last face that you saw represented in any form of media of somebody who was killed by a person of authority. And I want you to think about how someone now thinks of that face and they miss them and they love them. And I want you to think about how complex those emotions are. And I want you to think about how every person you see is a human being. And how every single human being wants the same thing. To be left alone when they want to be left alone. To love the people they want to love and to live their lives the way they want to live their lives. Not to be defined by any sort of system or homogenization of culture. And I want you right now to let your hands loose as wildly as you can and freely shake them in the air and scream as loud as you possibly can. Here's our last song. The song's called The Crystal Cat. Deacon Dan Schrader's music feed. Lonnie Walker, special to BDC. are up next.